big boss that's special. It ain't no game, but they saying welcome to the second level. Second level. Second level, baby. Second level.
Prep the rig.
Report says they've got an implant, so we don't need the rig.
Nice. Not sure why a meathead like this has a neural implant. Let's bring up their last memory and see what went wrong.
Alright, booting up now.
Tripwire Interactive has been making Killing Floor games since 2005. The original Killing Floor was a mod for Unreal Tournament 2004. It was received warmly and finally got a full retail release in 2009. It struck somewhat of a cult following with its hyper-violent Doom-like blood and gore. Mixing melee and gunplay into a wave-based shooter proved successful enough to warrant a sequel that didn't see the light of day until 2016, but was reviewed generally higher than the original. I personally always enjoyed the games, but never got hit with the bug, simply because I was never very good at them. Upon its announcement, the trailer for Killing Floor Incursion had a lot of people excited, myself included. Despite being terrible at the flat games, the footage shown was extremely tempting. Superior gunplay, tons of gore, wacky body mutilation, pretty exciting stuff. I decided to bite the bullet and pick it up for the full $30 retail price, hoping beyond hope that I wouldn't be frustrated at the difficulty level and actually enjoy the game. I am pleasantly surprised to announce that I made the right choice. Killing Floor Incursion oozes charm. It's graphically impressive and feels very comfortable to play. The movement has been subject of some question. However, I felt it worked well. It's a mixture of degree-based turning and teleportation, but much like Doom VFR before it, the horde-based nature of the game means teleporting actually works in your favor. Oftentimes, a quick flick of the teleport button will get you out of a massive jam and allow you to reassess the situation from a relatively safe distance. Tripwire made the genius decision to avoid it being used too easily to escape though, by making it so that if you use it too many times in quick succession, the length you can teleport shortens quite considerably. You hold down the button and wait frantically for it to reach a decent length before narrowly avoiding getting mauled by a mass of Zeds. It's a fun cat and mouse game that adds a layer of tension to the proceedings. After a pretty robust tutorial teaching you the finer points of knife throwing and using your little droid to find things for you, you're guided by the disembodied voice of someone known as Emma into your first mission. Of course, it doesn't take long for everything to go horribly wrong as Emma begins to notice corrupted coding throughout your experience, which it's up to you to fix. The story is actually really tight, and it feels like so much more than just being stuck in a large room killing wave upon wave of Zeds. At later stages of the game, the whole experience starts to mess with your head a little. In a good way, of course.
Beware! You are in great danger! Behold my giant head! Does it make you envious?
Whoops! Sorry, mate. Got carried away. I don't know when I'm going to be a giant head again, so I feel like I should make the most of this. They're lying to you. Play along until the virus does its work. My head looks bloody enormous. Don't trust them. Stay safe. Do not die.
Speaking of messing with heads, one of the most fun parts of Killing Floor is the dismemberment. Bodies will lose limbs, which you could pick up and mess with. Some are even used to open doors in later stages of the game. There's nothing quite like blowing the arms off a Zed and watching him frantically try and hurt you, but not quite figure out how to go about it. Mix in some slow-mo kills, and the whole thing turns into a weird ballet of death. I remember staring down at my blood-soaked guns at one point and just marveling in it all. Combat is supremely satisfying, and the guns handle as well as any I've seen in VR so far. I went from frantically swinging an axe and hoping for the best to a stone-cold calculated killer in no time.
Because why not? Not like we have anything else to be doing. You need to keep the Zeds away from the programs.
A lot of the start of the game is spent in deep dark places, making good use of the flashlight you were given. I was a little nervous the settings would be too samey. Eventually though, you do see the light of day, when you could really appreciate the Zeds in all their glory. From a deep dark sewer to sniping rocket launching zombies on a rooftop, it truly has never a dull moment. Each area is sealed off with a boss fight. These monstrosities are a real challenge, and your ability to dodge and focus fire will be put to the test in a big way. Game length is at the 3 to 4 hour mark, depending on your abilities of course. So a little on the short side for a $30 game. But as we've discussed before in our Moss review, experience generally trumps gameplay length in VR, as far as cost is concerned. All in all, I really enjoyed my time with Killing Floor Incursion. There's nothing quite like running out of ammo at a critical moment, only to remember the little combat jacket you're wearing has multiple pockets, and somewhere else on your persons is the means to deal out more death and destruction. The whole thing just feels absorbing and fun. If you were to take the best parts of Doom VFR and the Brookhaven experiment, mash them together in a highly stylized and polished, yet ultimately short experience that makes you feel like Duke Nukem without the shitty puns, you'd get Killing Floor Incursion. Give it a shot today. Thanks for watching.
There should be a valve or something in the sewers to reroute the hydraulic